Prague, the city I had always dreamed of visiting. Known for its breathtaking medieval architecture, rich history, and fairy tale-like charm, this city had been on my travel bucket list for years, and finally, I made it. In this video, I'll take you through my 2-day adventure in Prague, where I explored historical landmarks, experienced stunning views, and indulged in some delicious local cuisine. So, let's get started. My journey started in Vienna, from where I took a scenic train ride to Prague. The journey was smooth, comfortable, and filled with breathtaking countryside views. Traveling by train in Europe is always a great experience, and this ride was no exception. Upon reaching Prague, I headed straight to my hotel. Instead of booking a stay in the city center, I chose a hotel a bit outside, since public transport in Prague is excellent. This allowed me to stay in a great hotel at a reasonable price, while still being well connected to all the major attractions. After freshening up, I set out to explore my first stop, Old Town Square, the heart of Prague's historic district. This square is surrounded by stunning medieval buildings, and every corner of it feels like stepping back in time. As I walked through the bustling streets, street performers, musicians, and a lively atmosphere that made the square feel magical. I also wandered into the nearby streets, discovering hidden alleyways, charming cafes, and local shops selling everything from souvenirs to luxury brands. Of course, I couldn't resist doing some shopping. As the evening approached, I decided to experience Prague from a different perspective by taking a Vltava River dinner cruise. I had pre-booked my tickets through getyourguide.com at a discounted price, which made it even better. Shots of the cruise boat, elegant dining setup, and city lights reflecting on the river. The cruise lasted for 3 hours and included music that created a soothing ambiance, a delicious buffet dinner with a variety of Czech and international dishes, spectacular views of Prague Castle, Charles Bridge, and the beautifully lit cityscape. Floating along the Vltava River, watching the illuminated city pass by was a truly magical experience. It was the perfect way to end my first day in Prague. The next morning I started early with a visit to Prague Castle, one of the largest castle complexes in the world. This historic site dates back to the 9th century and has been the seat of Czech kings, emperors, and presidents. Walking through its majestic courtyards and palaces, I couldn't help but feel awed by the sheer scale and beauty of this place. The castle complex houses many historic buildings, but the highlight for me was St. Vitus Cathedral. Inside the castle, St. Vitus Cathedral stood as the crown jewel. This stunning Gothic cathedral is the most important church in the country and houses the tombs of Czech kings. The cathedral's towering spires and intricate details make it an absolute must-visit when in Prague. After exploring the castle, I made my way back to Old Town Square to see one of Prague's most famous landmarks, the Astronomical clock. This medieval clock, installed in 1410, is one of the oldest and most intricate astronomical clocks in the world. Every hour, a small performance takes place as the figures of the 12 apostles appear and move around the clock. Watching this centuries-old masterpiece in action was truly fascinating. After so much walking, it was time to refuel. I explored some local markets near Old Town Square where I found fresh fruits and snacks, handmade crafts and souvenirs, delicious Czech street food. One of the best things I tried was Trdelník, also known as chimney cake. This traditional pastry is crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and often filled with ice cream, chocolate, or fruit. It was so delicious. Definitely one of my favorite treats in Prague. Later, I visited two of Prague's most unique landmarks. Kafka's Head, a giant rotating metallic sculpture of writer Franz Kafka, made of 42 rotating panels. It's an incredible piece of modern art. The Dancing House, a modern architectural wonder that looks like a couple dancing. Designed by Frank Gehry, it's a striking contrast to Prague's historic skyline. As the day drew to a close, I made my way to Charles Bridge. One of the most famous and picturesque spots in Prague, Watching the sunset from Charles Bridge was a breathtaking experience. The sky turned golden, the river reflected the colors, and the historic statues on the bridge made the view even more mesmerizing. Before heading back, I stopped at Lenin Wall, a symbol of peace, love, and freedom. This graffiti-covered wall is filled with inspiring messages and Beatles lyrics. It was the perfect place to end my trip on a positive and artistic note. And just like that, my unforgettable 2-day adventure in Prague came to an end. This city stole my heart with its rich history, stunning architecture, delicious food, magical atmosphere. If you haven't visited Prague yet, I highly recommend it. This city is truly a fairy tale destination. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel adventures. See you in the next one.